Alright, so let me try this again. I just tried to take off in the Hughes 500 here. So what we're going to do is, I hope you like the Stars and Stripes livery. This is a new helicopter for me, but kind of in love, so we'll go ahead and take the socks off. Pull that thing off there. So today, I've got the doors off. We're in convertible mode. And today what we're going to do is we're going to hit we're going to take off in lovely Las Vegas. Strip is right over there. Then we're going to head due east, and we're going to go to Hoover Dam, and then we'll take a little bit of a trip to collision, start pump. Oh, come on. Take a little bit of a trip beyond that, further east to Grand Canyon. Go ahead and fire this thing up. No, I don't want to get out. There we go. We got movement now.
Las Vegas Tower, Southwest 1900 at runway 8, left ready for departure. IFR to Capital.
This is so difficult with these stupid controls.
Southwest 1900, altimeter 29902. Cleared for takeoff, runway 8 left.
Just past the lock.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 8 left. Southwest 1900.
Come on, honey. Breathe for me. There we go. Oh yeah, we got her.
Las Vegas Tower, American 2013, ready for
We're 100 now. I'm not sure why, but... Oh, and then we gotta do our generator. to have the generator on earlier, but heat. And position lights. And we are flying. I'm going to come up and over this. It's a golf course over here. My first time. Thank you. Oh, this thing is nice. Legion Stadium. I know a couple people used to work at a Legion. Never been to Vegas. Not really my thing, but it's cool. But without the doors, this is something special. So when I was out here, I stayed at Bellagio once, and actually Park MGM right there. My buddy and I came out and walked down the strip a little ways and went back, and pretty cool. Come down around me. There's Aria. Oh, the eye is right there. So right now the eye has, I don't know if that's really what it's showing real time, but pretty cool. There's the Eiffel Tower. Go out over the eye, and then we're going to go pretty much due east. That way. So I stayed at the Bellagio, the Park MGM. It's nice. That's pretty cool. If you want to go somewhere and gamble, I honestly, there's a new hotel I think called the Islands or something. Maybe not, but I don't remember the name, but it's in Atlantic City, and man, it is just, it's been the best travel experience I've had, hotel-wise, for a while. It's really, really nice. We'll go out here with the golf course. This is probably not interrupting anybody's game. And before, I have flown Vegas before once. I went up in these mountains over here to the northwest and did some canyon flying, but I think I want to go check out the Grand Canyon today. I've never actually been to the Grand Canyon. There's Circus, that's old school. Never actually been to the Grand Canyon. It'd probably be a neat trip. I think this is the one, the Stratosphere, yeah, this is the one where they have the rides off the side of it. Woo. Oh, that's... Alright, I'm going to head out east now. Carry some speed too, 130 knots. Starting sequence I'll get a little better at. You're watching your EGT and RPM, and you don't want to do a hot start, so you've got to keep it in this range here to start, and then you've got to manage the throttle upward, and it's tough with these controls. See the Sunrise Manor, what that's all about. Hey, there's a Lowe's. And Hoover Dam is like right over there. Oh, Nellis Air Force Base. That's where they do, there's an airplane. That's where they do all the, or a lot of the drone traffic around the world, like the Predator drones out of Nellis. Pretty cool. I don't know what the Sunrise Manor is. One thing that always amazed me about Las Vegas, Nevada, and Arizona, and New Mexico is the yards. It's rare that you see any grass. I'm out of the Georgia area, Atlanta, so it's just super interesting to me to imagine that people don't have yards. They just have, it's just gravel. Most of the stuff you see where grass would be is just gravel. And you rake it, I guess. You don't necessarily have to mow anything, which is kind of a dream for me. I don't know what the Sunrise Manor is, but we're going to find out. Like much of anything. preaching realism and not go under power lines. About 12 miles away, it looks like. 13 miles. Down here in the weeds a little bit. It makes me want to watch the first Transformers. They filmed, I think that was Hoover Dam they filmed it at. Zigzagging a little bit, having some fun. This thing flies so nice. I can't wait to fly the Little Bird too. I just took the 500 because, I don't know, felt like it. A little bit bigger. This here. gonna go to the lodge first. And we'll head over and look at the dam. Boulder City. A little neighborhood. So this is Hoover Dam Lodge. It's kind of it looks like the hotel out of Smokin' Aces. Should be a pretty drive. So this is basically, there's Hoover Dam on the left, here's the bridge. Wow, it's a pretty steep drop off onto the bridge. That's pretty cool. Lower U-turn over here. Here's the dam. Super detailed. Wow, look at that. We had to do it. And this kind of, I think, just goes right into the Grand Canyon, if I'm not mistaken. I had to adjust my thumb on the stick. What she said. here in a second. Wow, look at this though. Get out of here before we get too far. Look at this place. I think this is pretty much not the Grand Canyon, but I don't see any indicators. This looks a little more grand. We'll go this way. I think it was this way, but I could be wrong. Plane just off our nose here. It's way out there. I'm thinking it's going to be this area up here. Although that's pretty grand. Well, we'll fly over here, and if it's not, we'll land anyway and call it a flight. Come back and do the Grand Canyon a different day. Oh, what is that? Tell me what that is. I'm thinking this is the Grand Canyon here. We'll go in here and do some. But they should have like an observation landing area. Oh. Yeah, we'll go in here a little ways. Stick wasn't responding. I'm sure I over-torqued it there. I don't think this is the Grand Canyon, but river down there. Fully turn around. We're going west, back towards Vegas. It's funny how you have no perception without a compass. place to set it down now. I think the Grand Canyon is maybe a little bit of a lost cause, unless it's one of these stops over here. Clear these mountains and see what we see, and then wrap it up. Impromptu. I'd been messing with the recording settings, and this new found this helicopter. I was like, oh, I want to buy that one. So I did. Started to figure out the recording settings again, and wasn't going great. So I finally got them back to where I had them set, and here we are. I'm gonna go to this triangle place and land. Not very far. Anyway, I hope the recording settings are good on video. When I get this all said and done. If it's not, we'll keep trying. Tough when everything is ultra wide. The monitor is ultra wide. This headset is ultra wide. So it's tough to get the actual perspective of what I'm looking at in the headset. So what I'm doing is I trim it and trim it and trim it, because that way the ultra wide piece doesn't give you a fisheye view, where it looks like everything starts laying down as it gets to the edges. Makes the cockpit look all weird. Only the central 60% is really worth anything. So I have to trim. I think the value is like 2,500 off the top and the bottom, and another 300 or 500 off the left and the right, and that kind of zooms it in where you get that 60%, as opposed to seeing the widescreen in a compressed window where everything laying down. It's just not a fun experience. Hell, you probably don't like this either. This might not be a fun experience. So I'll get on a map later and look at where Triangle Air Park is in lieu of, or in regards to the Grand Canyon, and then I'll start up another flight from there and actually make a visit. Just somewhere I've never been, somewhere that'd be cool to see. The other thing is I have to redo a flight that I did to the pyramids. Took off in Cairo and flew down the pyramids and walked around the pyramids. That was pretty cool. I like this little helicopter. Take the doors off so it's in Jeep mode. Pretty cool flight though. Got to do some Vegas sightseeing. Got to see Hoover Dam for the first time. I've never been there either. So, kind of fun. So it looks like the strip and everything's on the left side of the freeway. Start bleeding off a little speed. Probably one of those air parks where you just use the local radio to call out where you're landing. So I'll just put it down. I don't see a dedicated helicopter port. So is that a little dirt track? Oh, of course. It just fell out of the sky. So, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, and now I've got all kinds of issues. So, we're going to leave it there. And, auto rotate.